Welcome back, guys. I'm Zell, and today we've got a red, black, and silver box to open. Alright, so we're going to do an unboxing on this thing because I know there's some people out there that are very interested in it. So let's just get on into it. See if we can get a focus here on the end. We have a Sage 5 CF, model number C123CF-PCL. That's quite the model number. Spyderco model numbers usually aren't that long, but anyhow, let's get it out and see what we've got. We got our knife in a baggie, standard Spyderco literature. Oh, this one actually has a picture of the knife in the literature. That's nice. A little bit better literature than you usually get. It's actually specific to the knife. Anyhow, we'll read through that later. Let's see what we've got in the baggie. Oh, there we go. We have a Sage 5 decompression lock model. And what is a Sage? Before we start messing with the knife, let's kind of go over that a little bit. A Sage is Spyderco's knife for kind of trying out or paying homage to different knife makers and different lock patents. You know, there's a Sage with a Reeve integral lock. There's a Sage with the Walker liner lock. There was a Sage with the back lock. I don't remember who that was homage to. And there's also a Sage 3 with the bolt lock, and I don't remember that gentleman's name either, but we'll go over the Sage 3 sometime soon, so we'll get his name in the mix. This is the compression lock version, which of course Sal and Eric Glesser designed. And what we really have with the Sage is kind of a smaller Mannix, you could say. It has kind of that same handle shape that the Mannix has, but it's smaller. And that may be a good thing. Let's find out. We haven't even opened this knife yet. So here we go. Looks like the action is going to be fairly decent right out of the box. Not paramilitary decent, but not bad. And we should probably get a closer look at things. And there's Spyderco's carbon fiber laminate. And I'm happy to feel that it has some texture to it. A lot of times we see this carbon fiber put on things, knives and other things, and it's really slick. And it is a laminate though. So it is just a thin sheet of carbon fiber laid over some G10. And, you know, there's the star of the show right there, that compression lock. And as we move it on around, you know, Spyderco's put some pretty nice pillars in there. They've tubed the lanyard hole, and nice pillar there, and our wire pocket clip. Always got to love that wire pocket clip. And there's our other side. I kind of like the pattern of carbon fiber they've used here. And all in all, it looks like a pretty simple knife. We'll do little ergonomics real quick. And guys, this is the thing where I was saying that this is like a slightly smaller Mannix 2. In my opinion, the Mannix is probably one of the most ergonomic knives. But the problem with the Mannix is it's freaking huge. You know, if you wear standard jeans with normal pockets in them instead of carpenter's jeans or tack pants or something like that, that thing takes up a big chunk of your pocket. Well, this is basically a smaller version of it, and ergonomically, that's pretty much what you get. You know, there's your Mannix 2. Now there's your Mannix 2, and here's our Sage right there with it. So we lose a little bit of blade length, lose a little bit of handle length, but we maintain that shape that makes it so ergonomic. And Let's do a quick comparison here. The Manix 2 is still better, but it's just better because it's slightly bigger. This one, there's nothing bad to say about it. Ergonomically, I'm going to say that this one's very, very good. And hopefully that pivot loosens up some, but still not bad. Another quick look at it. Well put together little knife, well centered like it should be. And is a compression lock. The only thing I'm feeling that I may not like a whole lot right away here is that compression lock is pretty small. Hang on. It really felt like it was a lot smaller, but the cutouts and the amount of lock you've got there are fairly equal between the Paramilitary 2 and this Sage. So far it doesn't have the free-falling ability of the Paramilitary 2. You know, I always forget this. You guys always want to see things cut whenever they're new out of the box. Doesn't really matter to me because it'd be nice if they all came with a really sharp blade, but I'm probably going to sharpen them up anyhow. But anyhow, we have our stock edge on our Sage 5, and Spyderco has done I would say they've done a pretty darn good job with that one. Anyhow, guys, that was a quick look, an unboxing, whatever you'd like to call it, of the Spyderco Sage 5, the compression lock model. Looks like it's going to be a pretty nice little knife. You get those Manix 2 ergonomics in a slightly smaller package. Anyhow, guys, I really appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with me for a few minutes. You know, if you'd hit that like, subscribe, or share this with your friends, I'd really appreciate it. And you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.